Get dark out when you're around me, like a needle lost in the sand, the ink dried in my hand. It's unthinkable.
Is and immediately no. And it's just crazy. Like, this is hopefully a very good and interesting vlog for anyone who's looking at moving. And if you're looking at moving in the South Jersey area, get your coins ready, okay?
Junior want to not be on my I can't really see what did I miss. Ex-strippers.
Good morning. Hello. What's up, y'all? Happy what's today? Thursday? Happy Thursday, or happy whatever day it is you're watching this. Let me try to drive and catch y'all up at the same time. So this video will likely come after like a little life update, so you guys would have likely already found out that I am moving. And this is so funny because I realized today that this is my very first tour of any place, whether it be a house, apartment, whatever, for myself and my kids ever. Because the last apartment that I lived in, it was so crazy. It was actually during COVID that I moved. It was, I think, the August after COVID, but things were still very much shut down. And there was a policy that they had in place. No, it was July. It was probably like the end of June or July when I toured the apartment, and then I think I moved in July or August. I can't remember, but it was during 2020, and I was not able to even see the apartment until I moved in. I had to just look at it through the layout of the apartment, the virtual tour that they had online for where I used to live, and that was it. And the funny thing is, when I got the keys and I went in there for the first time, I was excited because I was like, oh, this is my first place, and like freedom. And I got in there, and then I realized, I was like, this is a lot smaller than I anticipated. It was very small. And it's funny, I lived there for, I guess, almost 3 years, 2.5, 3 years, 3 years, I think. And it was just, I think back to that, and I'm like, dang, I really did not even get to see this place before I moved in. So that was funny. So I'm on my way to see an apartment right now. This place is about 10 minutes from where I currently live, which ideally would be perfect. And it's funny, it puts me 10 minutes in the direction that I want to go in, because I want to go 10 minutes away from Philly, like 10 minutes towards closer to where my commute is for work, where I have to get on the train and stuff. Because I'm like, child, I'll take anything. 10 minutes closer that way will make all of the difference. So so I'm doing that right now. Oh, this thing is shaking real bad. Hopefully y'all can see me. I started to put on some makeup, and I realized like my eyebrow pencil is dang near like out. It did a pretty okay job for what I had left, but I need that, and I ain't had no coffee in the house. Like, it was just struggle bus this morning. I'm tired. My period just came on, like struggle bus this morning. So I'm trying to get this tour in, and I will take you guys with me. So my plan is to take you guys with me on this tour, and then any other place that I tour, and then you guys, I guess, will see what the final decision is. I'm hoping and praying that God gives me favor from a financial standpoint, because we'll get into that later. But come and see this place with me. This is actually somewhere where I do know one person who lives here. One of my old friends in the current neighborhood that I'm in, she moved to this apartment, and I haven't even talked to her to see like, oh, do you love it here, like whatever, but I'm sure it's all good things. And this is a pretty new apartment development. It is less than, I want to say, maybe 3 years old, maybe less than 3 or 4 years old, pretty new. So hopefully it still has that like newness feel to it. And the only other thing I'm trying to figure out is, I guess, when I see the apartment, I don't know what floor I want to be on. I think it's pretty similar to the apartments that I lived in before, which was like 3 levels, and I lived on the first level with the kids, which was, me being considerate, because I was like, okay, I have kids, I know that they would be running around and footsteps and this, that, and third. But then when it came to the part of like, me having neighbors, my first set of neighbors were chilling. Then somebody else moved in, and they just footsteps McButt. Footsteps McGee. It was just loud, and it would interrupt my sleep, and it was just like not ideal. So I'm like, maybe, I don't know if it would be better to be on the 3rd level and just tell the kids y'all gotta keep your footsteps down. Like, I don't know. So I'm trying to figure that out. But we'll see even what units they have left and what it's looking like, and I'll take you guys with me.
Truth is, I'm scared, cause when I see you coming, all I wanna do is tell you that I love you. I know you're better off without me, cause your tears stain eyes make it dark out when you're around me. Like a needle lost in the sand, the ink dried in my hand. It's unthinkable. Like a bird that never learned to fly, I shouldn't ask you to try. It's unthinkable, but loving you was easy. See, when it was just you and me. Since you wanna leave it, then I'll pick up the pieces. Yeah. You said I'm out of second chances, and I know that I'm not perfect, and this probably sounds really selfish, but I hate that I'm not with you. I just wish that I could tell you that my this time is the truth. I lost the trust, I understand, but do I have to be that man?
Alright, y'all, so that was quick. I just saw the apartment, and it's funny because as I was there, I'm actually also working with a realtor too, who's like doing rentals for me, like finding rental properties, because realtors, this is a little fun fact, when we moved to the townhouse that we first moved into, when we live in the town that we live in now, we went through a realtor, and the process was actually really nice. Like, I think they get listings that you don't always see available online, like if you look on Zillow or rental.com, or maybe they get them first, I don't know, but they have a completely different like site that they use, and they're able to, you know, pull listings for you, help to see the listings and stuff in person, basically as if you're almost like going through a home buying process. Like, so that was really nice. And yeah, so I actually reached out to that same realtor who helped us years ago, and she referred me to someone on her team who does the rental aspect of it, and he pulled a few listings. So I don't know, it's like, it's such a big decision, and I hate feeling like I gotta make such a big life-altering decision. The biggest part of this decision is the size, like the windows down, okay, the size of what I would get for the price that I'm paying. Also, how far it is from where the kids' school is and all of that kind of stuff, and where like our whole life is right now. The town that we live in versus the apartments that I just saw, which I'm actually on the way back from right now, is like 10 minutes, if not less than that. So obviously, convenience-wise, that's the most convenient. There's an apartment, so you know, it does come with like amenities and stuff like that, as far as the pool, and I'm sure that the what is it, electricity costs and all of that kind of stuff would be way less, because I'm only, you know, paying the electricity for an apartment versus a house. And they actually have a promotion going on right now for new people who are applying and all of that kind of stuff, so you would actually get like lesser of a security deposit that you would have to pay, and also $100 off your monthly rent. I thought it was only $100 off the first month when I saw it online, so I was like, when she said that, I was like, oh. Like that meme, that's that guy leaning back like, oh. That's a little bit of a game changer. It is nice in there. One of the units, not both, but one of the units that I saw, or that would be available, would have an elevator, so I would possibly be on the 3rd floor, which is kind of like what I'm leaning towards, honestly. But again, the part with that is that puts me back at 2 bedrooms with the kids, which was one of the biggest factors of why I moved out of my apartment that I was living in before in the first place. This other place that's available, or it's actually a couple places, they technically on paper, one of them is actually really pretty on, you know, via my phone. I haven't seen it in person yet. It's really pretty. It looks very open. It's a house that I would be renting, but it's like 20-25 minutes away. So it's like, do I go for the 3 bedrooms and we have the space and all of that stuff, and then, you know, possibly paying a little bit more because, like I said, factoring in the BG&E crawl. I'm not BG&E, child. That is Baltimore's electricity company. The basically electricity for here, like I would be paying more because I would be having to fill the electricity and gas for a whole house versus it just being an apartment. That's something I'm factoring. And then I'm factoring, you know, not having the amenities of, I don't really care about the gym because I would keep my gym membership, but the amenities of having the pool, which I really love because that makes such a difference in the summertime with the kids, like being able to live somewhere that has a pool. And what else? And the commute. But it's funny, my commute for work would be less. My commute for work would be less, which is cool, but my biggest thing is the commute for getting to all of the things for the kids. And that puts me further away from Philly too, which all the stuff that I do in Philly, like, that's a tough decision. I don't know, but it's also just like I would be paying the same price, almost, you know, give or take $100 or so at the apartment that I could be in this house that would give me like the extra space. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't say it's not 3 bedrooms. It's like 2 bedrooms plus like a loft area. So I was like, I would probably just take the loft part for myself, sacrifice that, and then have the kids, you know, have their own bedrooms. It's tough. It's tough. I don't know if I said it already in this vlog, but one thing that I did tell Olivia, just because when we lived in the other apartment, having the kids share a room, like as they were getting older, got really tough. And I think the thing that I would do, especially since the kids, you know, aren't always with me because we're co-parenting, I would probably just have Olivia share my bedroom with me, like have her own bed in there, take the master bedroom, have her own bed, have my bed, try to space it out in a way that makes sense. Because I would, you know, more than likely probably be in the living room or be, you know, in the kitchen doing something when they're home anyway, except for at nighttime. And then have Logan have his own room, especially since he has company over way more often. I don't know, child. It's a lot to think about. I'm sorry, I'm tapping this thing. Y'all probably hearing it. It's a lot to think about. So, and I have a short amount of time. The thing that is rushing me now is that today's the 13th. The cutoff for when to put in the application for this property, for the apartment, is the 17th. So I have until Monday. And then it's, like I said, it's funny because the realtor that I'm working with, where's my phone? I don't know. He literally just texted me and said, hey, would you be able to see places on Monday? So I'm like, I'm going to take him up on that, and I'm going to make it work and try to see some places on Monday so that I can at least see it and know for sure that I'm making the right decision. But it is a beautiful apartment, and I was very pleased to hear about the part where you get $100 off every month. Okay. I don't know, so many decisions. I'm gonna take it to the Lord in prayer, okay? I hope that he gives me an answer, gives me a solid on what to do and which way to lean on going. But it made me feel good going to see that place. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So a lot to think about, I wanted to actually take the kids with me, but I guess if I'm doing the tour, the house tours on Monday, I wouldn't be able to take them because they would be at school. I'm assuming it would be during the daytime. So I did want to take them with me, but either way, they'll see it eventually. And this is happening so soon. This is going to be like next month or within like a month or so, I guess. But I'm going to tell him yes for Monday, and I will keep you guys posted on that.
It's unthinkable, but loving you was easy. See, when it was just you and me. Since you wanna leave it, then I'll pick up the pieces. Yeah. Do you think about me? Are you thinking about me? Do you think about me? Are you thinking about me? Do you think about me? Are you thinking about me? Do you think about me? Are you thinking about me? Do you think about me? It was easy. Do you think about me? but loving you was easy. See, when it was just you and me. Since you wanna leave it, then I'll pick up the pieces. Yeah. Do you think about me? Are you thinking about me? Do you think about me? Are you thinking about me? Do you think about me? Are you thinking about me? Do you think about
Hello, hello, hello. Praise the Lord. What is up, y'all? This is, I guess, because I'm going to probably put it together into one vlog. This is part 2 of me looking for places vlog. How can I shift this? The camera's being all wonky. I just saw 2 places from where I am. It's about 25 minutes, which is the biggest downfall. Wait, I'm kind of following him. This thing got me going straight. I'm working with a realtor for everything that I saw except for the very first place. So depending on how I edit this, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, you guys saw the first place because I was there last week. That was the apartment building. Aesthetics wise and all of that kind of stuff, that one is my favorite. And the proximity, that is my favorite because it's 10 minutes from where we currently are. The biggest downfall for that is the lack of space as far as bedrooms. So we will be back into 2 bedrooms, which is where I was when I was in my other apartment a couple years ago. So just a lot to figure out. This one place that we just saw now is, there's 2 places. The first one was absolute no. That one was 2 bedrooms and it was pretty outdated, and for it to be this far, that one's just like a no. This one it was 2 bedrooms technically and 2 baths, but it had like this loft area that at first in my mind I was like, oh, I could you know, have Logan take that space. Oh, I almost fall. I could have Logan take that space. But then seeing it and seeing how like open it was at the top, I'm like, if I were to actually choose that one, I would not want him to have that space because it would just give me constant anxiety to think about, you know, God forbid if he were to like fall over the ledge. So I would probably be the one to take the loft space, which I wouldn't mind. But just looking at it, it doesn't give me the feels, it doesn't give me the vibes. And for it to be this far, I'm like, even with the extra bedroom, it wouldn't be worth it for me. The struggle, okay? Trying to do the most. That one, unless, you know, the Holy Spirit comes over me and gives me a calmness in my spirit, I can already tell that one's not it either. So we're about to see one more place, which is in Wellingborough, which is a little bit closer to us. Still not like crazy close. It's like maybe 15 minutes from us, from where we are now. But I think it has 3 bedrooms, and then obviously it's a little bit closer. So this one, I'm hopeful for. We'll see what it looks like. I do want to see it, and then, like I said, I'll be making decisions hopefully within the next few weeks. But I'm pretty positive I can say that these last 2 is a no for me. And it's just crazy. Like, this is hopefully a very good and interesting vlog for anyone who's looking at moving. And if you're looking at moving in the South Jersey area, get your coins ready, okay? Get the coins ready, because it is not cheap. And I know it's even worse in New York, like for people who live up there and other places too, but I'm just like, it's a sin that these last 2 places that I just saw, especially the first one, that is I think it was $22.50 a month. That's a sin. That is wild. Okay, bring back like $1,500-$1,600 apartments, okay, and rentals. Like, bring them back. And it just sucks because I am thankful and I'm so blessed, because I know that things are going to work out, and I'm, you know, I'm thankful for the income that I do make. Is not, you know, is not up there. I'm not making 6 figures or anything like that, but you know, for people who are making way less than me, and if you're on your own, if you're a single mom or a single parent or whatever, and you're trying to figure it out, like, I pray that the Lord adds an extra stack in your bank account, because it's tough in these streets. It's so crazy. But I'm out here trusting God, and I'm thankful for the things that He's doing, and I know that things are going to work out. And I've already been blessed with some things that could possibly be a thing behind the scenes. So I'm just excited to see how things work out and how God moves. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
It's the end of the weekend, but I still wanna turn up. Yeah, I still wanna turn up. All I want is to go again, but you ain't picking your phone up. Why you messing my head up? Any night, any day, let me take you away. All I need is just saying yeah, 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 yeah. Better nights, better days, when you're here with me, babe. 'Cause you're all that I crave, so I wonder, where are you? Where are you? Don't hide away from me when I need you most. We got love guaranteed, and I have to.
Hey. This last place, this was place number 3 of today and 4 of this round of looking, is an immediately no. And there's a TikTok, of course, because y'all know, if you've been here for a while, speaking TikToks, I think it says, I've seen what I needed to see, and immediately no.
I don't care.
Yeah, immediately no. Immediately no. Immediately no. Like instantly, I was like, yeah, no. That
Immediately no. Yeah, it's just, it's a little old, had a smell. They all kind of had like a little smell to it, which is annoying. I think I'm just so used to like either being in I don't know, a nicer home or even a nicer apartment that usually, they do a lot more with like the cleaning and all that kind of stuff. And maybe there's more that would be done before someone will move in here, but immediately no. It's a little outdated. It actually reminds me when I went in of like if I were to live in Philly, like a lot of the layout and the skylight that it had in there. I don't even think I showed y'all that. The backyard is literally just like a little back patio that was like not well kept at all, and it just makes me think that, and it's also been on the market for a little while. It's been on the market for like almost 2 months, and it makes me think, because things are getting snagged up like pretty quickly, so I feel like it's probably because it's not that great of a property for the price that they're going at. And also, this is how it looks when you're wanting people to come in and see and pay $2,300 a month. Then what would you do as a landlord? Like if I'm living there and something goes wrong, or like how do you, the upkeep of it all is what I'm saying and what I'm thinking about. So I'm just like, I think it's a negative. It's a no for me. So back to the drawing board. Not really back to the drawing board, but the best out of all 4 places for me would be the apartment. Best proximity, best amenities. Obviously, it has like the pool and all that kind of stuff there. But the biggest thing is the fact that it's 2 bedrooms. So I even thought about, and I was talking to somebody about it, like I even thought about, do I just give the kids the 2 bedrooms? And do I make a space for myself in a living room? Like, I don't know. I just really, after living in our last apartment, I'm like, I do not want them to share a room. And I even told Livy, I'm like, if anything, you might be sharing a room with mommy, okay? Because we'll have more of a time than you and your brother. And they are just obviously different genders, almost 4 years apart. And he's getting older. He just turned 11. So I'm just like, it's not for me. I don't want them to share a room. So I'm going to do everything in my power, or everything, I'm praying to God that everything works out, that will not be a possibility, that will not happen. But we're going to see. So I don't know, just decisions. Half of me is the kind of person that's just like, just go with it, make a decision. It'll work out all in the end. And I really do believe that. And then the other half of me kind of sometimes gets stuck in analysis paralysis. And I'm just like, but do I go to the left or do I go to the right, or do I pick option 1 or do I pick 2? I don't know. Like what are the other? In this case, I feel like just because I know it's temporary, I'm kind of like whatever it is going to work out. Just go with whatever makes the most sense for me financially. And also proximity wise is a big factor. And then the bedroom thing, it'll all come together and it'll all work out, because home is where the heart is. Okay. All of the other stuff and fluff doesn't matter, especially if it's only going to be maybe for like a year. But that is where we are. So I don't know if this is going to wrap up the vlog. Oh, that's what I wanted to fill y'all in on. I've been doing a pretty darn good job this weekend of not ordering out, cooking. I made like a nice big old Sunday meal yesterday, which I haven't made in a while. I used to always be like, no matter what, like if I don't cook that all during the week, I'm always going to make a big Sunday dinner. And I fell completely off of that. But yesterday I made a big dinner. I made some cabbage and some chicken. For the kids, I made fried chicken. And for me, sorry, got a text message. Fried chicken for the kids. For me, I ended up just like kind of putting some chicken in the slow cooker. So it was kind of like smothered chicken and rice and what else? And then cornbread. I know the cornbread's not the best, but and then I had acai bowl yesterday, kind of like for lunch. I had chicken salad that I bought from ShopRite that I've been like eating almost all weekend. And I've just been getting back slowly into the habit of like making sure that I'm cooking at home and not just so quick to be like, oh, let me just go buy something out to eat, because all of that stuff, number one, is not healthy, and number two, it adds up. So the other thing I was going to update you guys on, and I hope that this is working so that y'all aren't hearing all of this stuff from the car, but update you guys on is that this week I need to definitely get back to exercising. And I'm like, if I don't do anything else, I've already committed in my mind, because I saw the weather is supposed to be like a little bit nicer, to just, I'm like, I gotta at least get back to doing like a 30-minute walk, because my days that I go into New York, whatever, cool, I'm getting in a lot of steps. All right, boom. The other days, I'm like, I'm sitting at home for the most part, or, maybe going to the store or taking the kids to practice and all that kind of stuff, but just still so sedentary. So I'm like, I have to get back into the mindset and habit of just getting my body up and more active. So it's supposed to be really nice tomorrow, but I'll be in New York. And then Wednesday, it's supposed to be really nice too. So I'm like, okay, maybe I'll take like a walk in the morning and then a walk in the afternoon or early evening. And that will be my way of kind of just getting my body back to like some more movement, child. Okay. But that's it. And that's all. I think I'm just gonna wrap up the vlog here. Thank you all so much for all of the love and the videos. The last video of me just announcing my comeback. I do have a video planned for later this week of me signing up for the program that I'm with, which I'm super excited. And then I'll have more things to come with that, and just some more updates with the page, with my channel, content wise, that I'll fill y'all back in on a little bit later. But thank you guys so much for the love. I love being back. I missed y'all too. And I'll catch up with y'all soon. Let me stop talking to y'all and continue to drive and be focused. Peace out. Peace out.